What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Sincerely Sigh, a space where we slow things down, get honest, and have the type of conversations that we typically only have with ourselves. Now, today's topic of conversation is actually something that I think is quite misunderstood, especially in a world that rewards grind culture and we often praise this hustle and bustle lifestyle. I'm talking about living a soft life, and more specifically, why softness isn't a form of weakness, but it's instead a form of discipline. Now, when people hear the phrase soft life, I feel like they often mentally go to the space of luxury experiences. I'm talking about your spa days, your private jets, your fancy restaurants, getting a new bag. But I'm thinking less about what you're spending your money on and more so on how you can live your life while leaving your baggage behind. Now, softness to me is a decision. It's a boundary that you set, a way of navigating through life in this world without letting it harden you with its experiences. It's choosing peace when your ego really wants to go to chaos. It's about having patience when past versions of yourself want you to instantly react to a situation. It's choosing rest when your body is actually begging for it. And I would say it's also being honest in spaces where it could be easier to just be quiet. And I mean, softness isn't passive to me. Softness is really a practice. And it took me many years to come to that understanding. Now, there were seasons of my life where softness didn't necessarily feel safe to me. I was really guarded, defensive, always ready to push, fight, perform. And honestly, that version of me was necessary when I think about it because he survived things that really should have broken him. He held it together in spaces where nobody saw the weight. But over time, I think I came to realize that hardness is what became heavy. And that's exactly what I was tired of being, heavy. The truth is, like, I wasn't afraid of softness. I was more so afraid of what would happen if I would put that armor down. And I learned that softness really takes more strength than hardness ever did because anybody can shut down in a situation. Anybody can go numb. Anybody can run, react, defend, disconnect. But all of that is autopilot survival. So to stay gentle in a harsh world, to stay open after being hurt, to stay patient when everything in you just really wants to snap, to stay present instead of avoidant, when that's what feels like protection. That is what takes discipline. And softness is waking up and choosing emotional maturity every single day of your life. It's choosing not to let anybody else's chaos live in your body. So that's refusing energies that drain you. It's allowing yourself to feel feelings without them controlling you. And that level of softness to me is not for the weak. It's for the wise. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to become. But the discipline behind my personal soft life journey didn't just show up for me. I had to create it, of course. And that starts with building boundaries that I used to be scared to set. That's learning to say no in situations without apologizing for doing so. It's choosing healthier routines, taking care of my body even on days when I didn't feel like it. Resting without guilt, speaking to myself in a kinder tone of voice, choosing to walk away from people who thrive on chaos, situations that thrive on my chaos, and choosing to be slower in a world that just eats up speed. So, I mean, softness is really like a lifestyle that you maintain. It's like a garden. So if you start neglecting it, then of course it's going to get overfilled with weeds. So you have to be patient, just like a gardener would be. But the funny thing is, when you become softer, some people don't really know how to handle you, I find. They feel like you might be less invested, less competitive because you're less willing to argue or less reactive in situations. But The truth to me is softness is not the absence of power. It's really the mastery of it. And I don't argue now because my peace is expensive. I'm not going to chase anything because what's for me always finds me. I'm not going to beg for anything because what's for me doesn't need convincing. I'm not going to try to force anything to happen because alignment feels so much better than control. So if that makes people feel uncomfortable, then that just means that they were benefiting from a version of myself that probably just didn't know his worth. And knock, knock, nobody is home in that apartment anymore. I feel like there's a luxury to living the soft life. And again, not the material kind, the emotional kind, because for me, I love the idea of being able to walk in clarity and calmness, gentleness, presence, which I always talk about, intention, and patience, which I'm constantly working on. That to me is the kind of luxury that you can't buy. And the older I get, the more I realize that peace has to be my priority. And it's not about being right. It's not about winning an argument. It's not about being the strongest person in the room or proving anything. Like, softness is genuinely freedom. Freedom from old patterns, from the versions of me that was always bracing for impact. Soft life is freedom, if I could say just a few words on that. If you're listening to this right now, or if you're watching right now, let me tell you something. Softness is not the thing that you lose your power to. It's the thing that you gain power through. It's not a weakness. It's wisdom. It's intention. It's healing. It's courage. It is discipline. You have survived enough. You've fought enough. You've proven more than enough. And you've hardened enough. You deserve to be soft now. And you deserve a moment, several moments to exhale. You deserve a life that doesn't require you to feel like you need to be in survival mode every single day, or every other day for that matter. With that, I thank you for tuning into episode 3. I thank you for always allowing me to share these versions of me, this now softer, wiser, calmer one, who I hope leads a couple people to better versions of themselves. So with that, I want you all to take care, take your time, and remember to always allow yourself to breathe. Sincerely, Sigh.